Check 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sanford Memorial Stadium here in Sanford, Florida, where the Salve Regina Seahawks will take on the UT Dallas Comets. I'm Bobby Ohlson, bringing you the call here from Florida, and what a beautiful switch-up this is from windy Newport, Rhode Island, where many of Salve Regina's own Seahawks are celebrating the St. Patrick's Day parade today. I know there's nowhere else I'd rather be than covering your student athletes here in the Sunshine State. As we get underway, or just about underway, I should say, let's introduce you to the lineups. First for Salve Regina, leading off is Matt D'Amato in left field. Tyler Canoe at first. Brandon Grover at center. Will McCarthy on the hot corner at third base. Tyler Petrosino in right. Matthew Neal at DH. Mike Breen at short. Gianfranco Messina at catcher. And Dustin Cicada at second base. But we're underway here. Matt D'Amato stepping in. And here we go. First pitch is tapped foul to the right side for strike one. Caleb Vuono on the field, on the hill, rather, for the Comets, as that one fouled off to the left side. Beautiful day here in Sanford, 78 and sunny, as the 0-2 to D'Amato just outside. D'Amato, good set of peepers on him there. Lets that one stay outside. The 1-2 count from Vuono. Softly popped over the second baseman into right center field, and D'Amato gets on with a bloop single. Just sticks that bat out there and gets a nice break, and the Seahawks have their lead man on. That was over the head of Andrew Skivington. That brings up Tyler Canoe. That one's up and out for ball one. So man on first, nobody out, 1-0 count. The 1-0 to Canoe bounces in, it's off speed. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. A little low, but called for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. D'Amato, honest lead at first. Canoe takes a slider and catches the outside of the plate for strike 2. Counts even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Canoe. Vuono sets and delivers. That one's belted into deep left field by Canoe. See ya! 2-run shot for Tyler Canoe. How about that for a start? Tyler Canoe rows the boat all the way around the bases, and it's 2-0 Salve. Canoe got absolute barreled a ball on that one, and that one never had a doubt. As Brandon Grover steps in, he takes strike 1. Quickly now, Vuono, it's a single up the middle into center field. A beautiful line drive from Brandon Grover. So the Seahawk center fielder gets aboard, and that's 3 straight Seahawks, and that brings up the mayor of Pembroke, Massachusetts, Will McCarthy. BC High graduate. Had the pleasure of playing him myself my senior year. We got walloped, but that's a whole other story. This one's hard on the ground to short. Flipped to second, on to first for the double play. So a quick 2 outs. Well done by the Comets. After letting 3 straight Seahawks reach, they turn a double play. Well done from Keegan Vance, the shortstop, and Skivington fired over to Robert Hines for the double play. As that's strike 1 now to the right fielder for the Seahawks, Tyler Petrosino. Hitting in the 5 spot today. As this one skied into left center field. Tracking back, flipping his hips, and what a catch. Great recovery there from Daniel Zamora. That's going to retire the side, but the Seahawks get a pair thanks to Tyler Canoe's 2-run shot. We'll take a quick break, but after half of 1, it's 2-0 Seahawks. Welcome back to Sanford Memorial Stadium. Seahawks taking on the UT Dallas Comets. Tyler Canoe put the Seahawks up 2-0 in the top half of the first with a 2-run blast to left field. Now the Comets get their turn at the plate. That's ball 1. The plate now for the Comets, Andrew Skivington. And on the hill for the Seahawks, it's Graham Jeffries. Expect a lot of heat, a lot of Ks today. But here's a shot by Skivington into the right center gap. Well done by Petrosino. And he's going to try and stretch it into 2. The throw. It's in time. What a play. Tyler Petrosino and Brandon Grover did very well to close down the gap. Petrosino was the one that ended up with it. And he caught Skivington trying to stretch that one into 2. I don't blame him for trying to stretch it into 2. It was definitely going to be a close play either way, but well done by Petrosino on a beautiful throw and another great tag. So 1 away quickly. That's ball 1. This is Self, the center fielder for the Comets. 1-0 from Jeffries. That one's up high once again. Two balls, no strikes to Self. This one's driven on a line into right field. That's going to get down the line and fair. This should be 2 for Self. Petrosino fires a line in, but it's not going to be in time. So a quick double for Self, and that brings up the first baseman, Robert Hines, number 36. Standing at 6'2", 245. About what you want in a number 3 hitter, I'll say. As the first pitch to Hines. It's right on the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Jeffries sets himself, looks at Self on second base, and now delivers to home. Hines, line drive into left field. That's going to get down. Self is held at third base. Well done by D'Amato. Get that in quickly, but it's a single for the Comets, courtesy of Robert Hines. That brings up Dylan Bivens, the third baseman for the Comets. 6'2", 225. Also listed as a pitcher. No runners on the corners, 1 out. 3 hits aside. And the Comets look to get that 2-run shot from Tyler Canoe back. As Jeffries sets, delivers home. Runners stay put. And that slider just a bit outside for ball 1. Hines on first, Self on third, the pitch. Way up high by Jeffries, and it's 2-0. Runners on the corners. As Bivens looks to get the 2-0 pitch from Jeffries. Now it's driven into the left center gap. It's going to get down in front of Grover, but D'Amato's going to cut him off and cut it into third base. But that's a run for the Comets. They get 1 back. That's 4 hits in a row for the Comets. In just 10 pitches. So Jeffries working quickly, but the Comets getting bats on balls. First and second, 1 out. As that one comes in low for ball 1. It's the 16 of Daniel Zamora, the left fielder. And he's got a couple ducks in the pond here. Runners on first and second, just the 1 out. The 1-0 pitch from Jeffries. Well done in there for strike 1. Pitch tailed its way back into the zone to even up the count. At a ball and a strike. The 1-1 from Jeffries is lined down the line, but it's just foul. McCarthy knew it. But a great piece from Zamora. Just has to straighten it out a little bit more. Counts 1-2. To Zamora. Pitch from Jeffries. Chopper to the left side. And it's foul. Zamora rolled over on that one. So we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Jeffries to Zamora. The pitch. flied into shallow right field. In comes Petrosino. He's able to make the play. Tag is initiated, but not fulfilled. And there's 2 away. Not sure Robert Hines was going anywhere on that one, but did his best acting. Well done by Petrosino. A couple of great plays here in this first inning. Initially cutting down Skivington's single with a beautiful frozen rope to get the out. First and second, 2 outs. Jeffries delivers strike 1. It's Luke Finn for the Comets, starting in right field today. The 0-1 count to Finn. Jeffries delivers in the exact same spot for strike 2. That one had some mustard on it. So it's going to be no balls and 2 strikes quickly here to Finn from Jeffries. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 2 strikes, the pitch. That one's fought off with some velocity to the right side. We'll do it again at 0-2. Graham Jeffries looks for the sign and sets the 0-2 now to Luke Finn. Here's the pitch. Chopper to the right side. It's gathered and onto Canoe for the 3rd out of the inning. Well done there by Dustin Cicada, and that's going to retire the side. But after 1 inning of play, it's 2-1 Seahawks. Welcome back to Sanford Memorial. Seahawks and Comets getting at it here offensively as Vuono pumps in strike 1. It's Matthew Neal, the designated hitter for the Seahawks. Vuono working quickly once again. That one's delivered outside. So 1-1. Neal chases one down low. And he finds himself down 1-2 in the count to Vuono. Here's the pitch. Just outside in the lefty's batter's box. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Neal strikes out on a great pitch from Vuono. That's going to be out number 1 and strikeout number 1 of the game. So 1 down, and the first ball is thrown to Mike Breen. Not to be confused with ESPN TV personality Mike Breen. As Breen takes one in there for strike 1, just a bit low on him, but It evens up the count regardless. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's in the same spot to Breen for strike 2. Seems Breen doesn't want to work down low. See what Vuono has to say. The 1-2. Breen K's on it. Breen thought it was a drop third strike, but umpire says no. And that's going to be out number 2. Another strikeout for Vuono. Here's a shot into right field. That's skied by the 26 of Gianfranco Messina. But that's retired by Luke Finn. So after 7 hits in the first inning, we get a 1-2-3. And that's going to do it for the top half of the first. It's 2-1 Seahawks. Welcome back to Sanford, Florida, at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Bobby Ohlson bringing you the call where the Seahawks take on the UT Dallas Comets. We're in the bottom of the second. Seahawks on top thanks to Tyler Canoe's 2-run shot in the top half of the first. And Jeffries picks up where he left off with another strike. It's Grayson Coltharp for the Comets. The 0-1 from Jeffries. Same spot on the outside corner for strike 2. It's a tough one to catch up to for these Comets hitters. Quickly 0-2 now. Jeffries. High heat strikes out Coltharp. 3 pitches. 1 out. Jeffries gets his first victim. Comes Austin Nyan for the Comets. Jeffries' first pitch to the lefty. Notches the outside corner for strike 1. Next pitch, a beautiful one on the outside corner once again. Well done by Messina. Framing that outside corner. It's quickly 0-2. Jeffries. Chopper up the middle to Cicada. On to first to Canoe for the out. That's out number 2. Jeffries working quickly, and that's quickly 2 down. Brings up Keegan Vance, the shortstop for the Comets, hitting in the 9 spot. A second leadoff, as some might call it. Jeffries to Vance. Just missed for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back for strike one. Not sure how I flinched. Have about 3 barriers protecting me. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Jeffries skips that one in. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Vance trying to keep the line moving. Grounder to the left side. Sliding play, throw over to Canoe. It's in time. Well done by the 9 of Mike Breen, and that's going to retire the side. It's still 2-1 Seahawks. Welcome back to Sanford Memorial Stadium. Seahawks back up now. As Vuono delivers ball number 2, it's number 9, Dustin Cicada. Not a senior, not a 5th year, a 6th year player. Thanks to the pandemic season being cut short, as that one's in there for strike one. Vuono's 2-1 to Cicada. Skips in low. And it's the desired 3-1 count for the hitter of Cicada. Catches the inside corner for strike 2. Well-executed location there from Vuono. And now the count is full to the Seahawks second baseman. He lines it up the middle into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Well done by Cicada to force Vuono to throw a couple pitches and then punish him with a number 9 in the lineup single. And that brings up leadoff man Matt D'Amato. Singled his last time out, scored a run on Canoe's shot. D'Amato squares around, lays it down to the right side, and D'Amato will sacrifice himself to move Cicada over for out number 1. Just a very well-executed play from a grizzled veteran in Matt D'Amato. And that brings up Tyler Canoe. Has the Seahawks 2 RBIs. First pitch to Canoe. Skips in low for ball 1. Vuono checks on Cicada. Now the pitch. Just low and inside for ball 2. Canoe showing patience. Two balls, no strikes. The count. Vuono sets. He delivers. That one comes in low for ball 3. Wouldn't be the worst thing to walk Canoe here. You have an open base at first. You have the dangerous bat of Brandon Grover on the on-deck circle. 3-0. From Vuono to Canoe. The pitch. Catches the outside of the plate for strike 1. Well-executed pitch from Vuono. Three one. In there for strike 2. That one caught the inside as well. Another great pitch from Vuono. Not necessarily pitching around the man who gave the Seahawks the 2-0 lead back in the first. And now he has moved it to a full count. 3-2 to Canoe. Driven into left field on the line. Cicada rounds third. He's sent by Sorella. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. It's cut off by Vuono. And another RBI from Canoe on the great base running from Dusty Cicada. It's 3-1. Canoe worked it full after being up in the count 3-0. Took 2 tough pitches from Vuono, but just uses those forearms to push it past the middle infield. Mostly Keegan Vance at shortstop, as that's in there for strike 1. To the center fielder, Brandon Grover. When he's not playing baseball, he's the Salve basketball PA announcer. Takes that one outside for ball 1. Vuono checks in on Tyler Canoe over there. Canoe's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs, single and a dinger. 1 ball, 1 strike to Grover. That one skied into left field. And that's going to hook and slice, and it's going to get down. Canoe wasn't ready for that. He's just going to stay on second base. Grover gets a single. That one was slicing away from Daniel Zamora out and left. We'll see how they score it. We've been told it's given a single to Brandon Grover. Brings up Pembroke's own Will McCarthy. Grover's hit was slicing away from Zamora. Zamora just never got the right read on it. It dropped down for a single. McCarthy fans and misses for strike 1. First and second. Just the 1 out for the Seahawks. Here's the pitch. Driven into right field on a fly. Canoe looks to tag, and he will not. McCarthy just got under that one. In the right spot was Luke Finn for out number 2. First and second, 2 down. Brings up Petrosino. He's made his mark on defense today. A couple good plays back in the first inning. Looks to make his mark on offense now. Petrosino fans and misses on a nice off speed there from Vuono for strike 1. 6 hits for the Seahawks, about halfway through their lineup for the second time. The 0-1. Catches the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there from Vuono. Petrosino's down 0-2. Sorella doesn't like it. Might have come in a bit high from his understanding. Seahawks bench agrees. 0-2 to Petrosino from Vuono. That one's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 1-2. Iron almost had the good frame job there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vuono sets and delivers. Petrosino fans on it. 4 strike 3, 2 outs, so it's a drop third. And that's going to do it for this half of the third. The Seahawks add 1 more, and they find themselves up 3-1. Seahawks lead it 3-1 as we make our way into the bottom half of the third. And the Comets are going to go through their lineup again. It's Skivington leading it off once again. So here we go. First one is low to Skivington for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Comes in just a bit high from Jeffries. 2-0 to Skivington. 2-0's in there on the outside corner for strike 1. Precise location from Jeffries you'll see often. It's especially important to the top of lineups. Another beautiful pitch there for strike 2. Evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Jeffries on the 2-2. That one skied very high. It's on the middle infield. Cicada and Breen talk it over. Breen will put it away. It's going to be out number 1. Could see the Seahawk middle infielders shielding the sun with their gloves. Breen has the shades on the top of his hat, but not utilizing them over his eyes. 1 down. Showing bunt, but it's in there for a strike. The 21 of Jaeger Self. No balls, 1 strike. See if he shows bunt again. He does not. Takes one up and in for ball 1. The pitch from Jeffries. Just outside and low. 2-1. That one's up high. Now it's outside for ball 4. So that's a walk for Jeffries, and Self takes first, and that brings up first baseman Robert Hines. Jeffries kicks and delivers. Good eye by Hines for ball 1. There's the 1-0 from Jeffries to Hines. That one's just a bit high for a ball. Jeffries working quickly. The 2-0 is flared onto the right side. It's going to drop about a couple feet foul. Slicing and spinning on its way. Two balls, 1 strike. Jeffries sets. Self on first base. Flinching towards second, and he fakes it. Sharp line onto McCarthy, onto first. Canoe does well to stop it, but well done by McCarthy on the hot corner to make for an excellent play. And there are 2 down. Brings up the 19 of Dylan Bivens. That one is way inside, jammed him, but Breen across the diamond couldn't get a handle on it. To Cicada to second base, and he picked him off. Little aggressive was Self, and Breen and Cicada on the same page to cut down Self, and that's going to do it for the bottom half of the first. The Seahawks lead 3-1. Welcome back to Sanford Memorial Field. Seahawks lead 3-1. working quickly between innings. As that one's skied on the first pitch. That's on the infield, and under it settles Skivington for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Matthew Neal gets up and sits back down. Brings up Mike Breen. Breen squares, and he pulled it back. But that one's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Breen wears it on the shoulder. He takes one inside. And he'll make his way down to first base. Doesn't seem to be in any pain. That brings up Gianfranco Messina. Messina, the junior hailing from Cranston, Rhode Island. That one's way up high on a wild pitch. And Breen easily makes his way to second base. That one just got away from Vuono. As the umpire checks out on the ball to make sure it's okay. Now out comes the manager for the Comets. Check on Vuono. Umpire out there with him to make sure everything's in order. That's Shoemake for the Comets, their head coach, assisted by Travis Graves and Josh Stevenson. And now a quick pitching change for the Comets. It's Casey Kling, 6'4", 236, the freshman. So we'll take a short break while he takes a little warm-up. We'll be right back. back in action here. A new hitter here for the Seahawks as well. Christian Homa, number 13. As he takes strike one from Casey Kling. Homa, sophomore from Fairfield, Connecticut. First pitch, or next pitch rather, outside for ball one. It's 1-1. Pardon me. There's a pitch up high. And as Kling inherited the 1-0 count, it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. My apologies. As 3-1 to Homa. Taken down low in the dirt for a walk. So Kling walks his first. Now it's first and second. 1 down, and it's Dusty Cicada. With the top of the lineup on deck for the Seahawks. It's D'Amato in the on-deck circle. So fresh count for Kling. That one's grounded up the middle. Beautiful diving play from second on to first. He's safe at first. Well done by Skivington. Diving stop to get the first out. That was Homa. And a beautiful effort from Keegan Vance trying to get the double play but couldn't get it done. The speedy Cicada. So runners on the corners, 2 down. Let's see if Sorella gets in anything with his grizzled veteran Cicada on first base. Base running wise. Zones outside for ball one. See if you see any kind of antics with 2 down here. D'Amato fights one off. Back out to the left side. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. D'Amato golfs it into shallow left field. And a running and diving play by the 16 of Daniel Zamora. That's going to retire the side for the Seahawks. We're going to go ahead into the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1. Welcome back to Sanford Memorial Stadium. Just about halfway through this one, bottom half of the 4th. Jeffrey still on the hill for the Seahawks, and that's in there for strike 1. It's Daniel Zamora up for the Comets. Brady Smolinski in at catcher for the Seahawks. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swooping curveball gets in there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smolinski once again behind the dish. 6 foot 205 from North Grafton, Mass. The 1-2 from Jeffries. Another curve. That one's fought off and foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Jeffries. High and outside. And the 2-2 from Jeffries. Skied into left field, foul territory. McCarthy settling under it through the sun, and he makes the play. In foul territory, navigating his way. It's going to be out number 1. Brings up the right fielder, Luke Finn, for the Comets. Jeffries first one. It's squared on by Finn. McCarthy coming in hot. The throw on the run. It's in time. McCarthy was ready for that one. Came in charging with speed. And was quickly 2 down. That's Pembroke's own, making the first 2 outs for the Seahawks. That one's inside for ball 1. It's Coltharp, the 1-0. Fought off into the Seahawks dugout, ball for a ball and a strike. The 1-1, just a bit low. This one's fouled back to the screen. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jeffries. Curveball just a bit inside. It's a little more follow through, and maybe that one would have caught the black for strike 3, but it's a full count instead. Jeffries goes with the heat, and it's low for ball 4. So Coltharp works his way on. Catcher Austin Nyrn. Two down. Runner on first. This one's grounded to Cicada. Bobbled for a minute, but then fired on a canoe for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the bottom half of the 4th. Seahawks lead 3-1. We're here in Sanford, Florida. Seahawks and Comets back at it in the top half of the fifth. Still 3-1 Seahawks. All RBIs coming from the man at the plate, Tyler Canoe. One ball, one strike to Canoe. He steps his way in as Kling fires. That one's fouled off. And it's quickly 1-2 to Canoe. One, two. And Canoe fouls it off. One ball, two strikes. Kling kicks and fires. Two balls, two strikes. And that one just misses. The count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Canoe. The 3-2. Swung on and missed by Canoe for strike 3. It's going to be out number 1. Good high heat there from Kling to get the Seahawks slugger. That brings up Grover. Grover takes the first pitch, lined into right field, but there is Finn to make the play. We're out number 2. Very nice piece there from Grover. He's applauded by Coach Sorella. So 2 down quickly, and here comes Will McCarthy. Made a couple of nice plays on defense the inning prior, and McCarthy shrugs and takes strike 1. Good breaking ball there from Kling. Kling quickly working. This one's chopped to the left side. McCarthy's going to dig. Coming across the diamond, firing off the bag. What a tag. He's out. A wonderfully athletic play. Bibbins came in on it and fired high, but good recovery by Hines to make the tag on the helmet. And that's going to retire the side for the Seahawks. As we head to the bottom half of the 5th, it's 3-1.